All right, guys, I am very, very happy to be here. We're with one of the BLOX council members, Shad Brannan, and very happy. I know a lot of people that get involved in BLOX over the last 3 to 6 months. We've been so focused on BGLD, NATG, gas and oil, and all these crazy hype up things. And I think, at least for me, one of the projects that I love and I'm most passionate about has been GROW. And we talk about debt and what it stands for. I want to talk about that E, eco-friendly. And so, Shad, can you share a little bit about kind of the work you guys are doing out here in Ghana right now? We're in Ghana, so it's the best time to do it.
Yeah, sure. So appreciate that, Joe. So the E, the eco-friendly, not only stands for the virtual digital mining that we do that doesn't draw the same power as an ASIC chip miner, right? So we don't get painted with that unfortunate brush of having a large carbon footprint, but it even goes deeper than that, right? It pierces through all the way to our project. So everything that we do, we try to be as eco-friendly as we possibly can. Obviously, the world is headed into a more, carbon conscious state, right? Where we can lower emissions and do things more efficiently. So we try to bring technology to everything we do. So for instance, for GROW, a lot of people say, well, what technology is involved in farming?
Yeah.
But, what a lot of people don't understand is that, you need water to farm. So our satellite technology not only can identify where hydrocarbons are, where natural gas is, where the rare earth minerals are, but we can do water surveys. And so partnering with MNAT here in Ghana, there are some remote, large tracts of land that it's just not economically viable to stretch irrigation canals all the way up to those lands. So we can do water surveys and find where we can drill water wells so that they can use groundwater to be able to irrigate the lands and then conduct more growing opportunity for larger crops, larger distribution, feed more people, and increase the royalties that come to the BLOX ecosystem.
That's awesome. And then another aspect of that, and we talked about this a little bit last night, but we're out here, we're on the farm, we're starting to build out infrastructure. When you bring in infrastructure, what does that do for the locals, the local economy here as well?
So by using our technology and using our resources, we start to affect the trickle-down effect of the ecosystem. So where there's farming, there creates jobs. And where there's jobs, then it creates, salaries for people to spend their money. And so the locals, then it starts to trickle down into, those support systems. So the convenience stores, the bodegas, and the support systems. And this particular site that we're on now is a local kind of resort that they're building for some of the farmers when they're on their off time, so they can come and relax near the lake and kind of have a higher quality of life. So really we permeate all the way into the communities in which we have projects and operate. And so we're really affecting not only the ecosystem, but we're raising the quality of life for the communities that we operate in.
And guys, that's what I think is probably one of the best things, and it's probably one of the most underspoken things. We don't hear about it that much, but I do want to highlight it. I've been talking about GROW for the last 6 months. I think it was down at about 13 cents when I started talking about it. At the time of this recording, it's sitting at about 98 cents per token. So there's been some phenomenal growth in that as well. But Shad, I want to thank you for the opportunity to bring all the team out here and get to talk to the guys and see the certifications, guys. Maybe that's the last thing. Let's really just talk about the co-op that MNAT is putting together.
Yeah, so MNAT has organized a farming co-op of artisan farmers. So what we're also doing is we're using technology, biometric technology, and applications on smartphones to register all the local farmers into larger co-op groups, so that we can do seed purchases in bulk, so that they can have a higher yield on their higher return on their yield when it comes harvest time. So all these efficiencies and all these things that streamline their process end up in the people's,
And so all that's listed in the light paper too. If you go and look at it, lighten the burden on the explorer or the farmer in this case, right? cut costs and be able to bring a higher return to everybody involved. So
as of today, according to the press, the world population hit 15 billion. I'm sorry, 8 billion today. And so there's more agricultural products needed. We need to feed the world. So Grow is helping do all that.
well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And guys, we'll see you on the next video.